Okay, this is my first impression.
So other than him, everybody's
Actually, tacos. Yeah, it's pretty tasty. So this is Cammy, right? First impression.
It's just like a really
So it's pretty tasty. Okay. Right. Hello, my name is Elijah Blau, and I've been a vegan for over 10 years. In 2016, the Veggie Outers was formed to help more people consume more plant-based foods and get access to education and resources. We've since evolved into reviewing the restaurants that we pay a visit, based on the price, the atmosphere, customer service, and the food. We don't forget to have some fun in the process though. Join us in yet another review where we go to a restaurant and give the food a try. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give the food a 10 because to me, portions weigh more than taste.
I definitely love the texture of the patty. I would give the overall score of 8.
Can y'all smile for the camera? Just a little smile. All right.
Well, I probably would give 8.
I'm gonna give it a solid 8. It was very good.
I don't rate high lots of things, so I would just say 8. But I think that's what you would expect from a counter service place. Yeah.
What's up, Veggie Outers? This is Elijah, and we're going to be reviewing the Mariachi's Dine-In in Fort Worth, giving them a review on their atmosphere, price, customer service, and food. So, let's get into it. So, Marla, what'd you get on the menu today?
Hello. It's great to be here at Mariachi's tonight. Thank you so much, Elijah, for organizing this. We really appreciate you always.
Thanks.
So for my order this evening, I got the jackfruit birria quesadilla, and it was a flour quesadilla that I switched out to corn tortillas because I'm gluten intolerant. And this particular plate was fantastic. It was great. It was a great choice. It came with some kind of like sauce dip, which was great. Has cilantro and onions in it. Great meal, great price.
What would you give the food on a scale of 1 to 10?
So for this particular plate, I would definitely do a 10. I will absolutely get this again. We did get the triple dipper, and that is seasoned nacho chips, guacamole, the salsa, and the cashew queso. The salsa here is fantastic. The guacamole is great. It's pretty standard. The cashew queso, I would definitely pass on. That was not my favorite, but everything else has been great. I even had a margarita. It was really awesome.
So, what's your name?
Dana.
And are you a vegan?
Yes.
Okay. What'd you get on the menu?
I got the veggie quesadillas.
Okay. Now, what would your taste buds rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
9. A 9.
Okay. I'm gonna get a quick zoom in for that shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, here.
All right, got it. So, what's your name?
My name's Steven.
Okay. And are you vegan?
I am not.
Okay. And what would you give your food on a scale of 1 to 10?
The food here, I actually got 2 plates, if that answers your question a little bit. I actually got the mariachi al pastor tacos and the vegan al pastor quesadilla, and both are 10 out of 10 in my book. I love these things. Those 2 things are why I come here.
2 plates speaks for itself, right?
Yeah.
So Daisy, what'd you get on the menu today?
So I got the mariachi tacos with some roasted vegetables.
And how'd that stroke your taste buds?
It was really good. I enjoyed it. It was a little bit too. It was a little bit salty, but I ate the whole plate. It was good.
Okay. What would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
So I would rate it a 9 because of the saltiness, but that's also because I don't use as much salt at home, so that could also be different for somebody else's taste buds. But otherwise, it was really tasty.
What's your name?
My name is Kagan.
And what did you get on the menu?
I got the jackfruit tacos. They're street tacos.
Okay. And are you vegan?
I am.
So what would you rate the food on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would rate it probably like an 8 or 9.
So like an 8.5?
Yeah.
Half in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay, 8.5. So what's your name?
My name is Nathan.
All right. And Nathan, are you a vegan?
I am. Been vegan for 7 years.
So what does your taste buds rate this food on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd probably give it a 9. Yeah, I really like the queso. Like that for me is kind of how I measure all vegan restaurants whenever I go. I always want to make sure I get some queso, just kind of that way I can measure it. So they do a great job here.
Monica, what did you get on the menu?
Nachos with jackfruit.
Okay. How did your taste buds rate the nachos?
A 10. They were excellent.
That's a pretty quick answer. Okay.
And there were so many. I should have split it with somebody else.
So, Gail, what did you get on the menu today?
I got the quesadilla with the hickory chicken protein inside, and I also ordered a dessert which hasn't come yet. Dessert nachos. Yeah, I've eaten the other. I've eaten the quesadilla.
Okay. And what would you give that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I have to give it. I know I'm one of the easygoing ones, but I have to give it a 10. I couldn't find anything I didn't like about it. It wasn't too spicy. Even the pico de gallo wasn't spicy. It came with sour cream and guacamole, and it was just really good. I mean, I could definitely get it again.
Okay, Lance. So, what did you get on the menu?
I got the vegano bowl with the chicken.
And what would you give that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would give that a 10. It was delicious. It had the pickled cabbage, which is something you don't normally see on Tex-Mex kind of things. That was wonderful. Just took it up a notch.
What's your name, bro?
Obadiah.
Okay. And are you vegan?
No, not fully vegan.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you get on the menu?
I got a burrito with, it had pineapples.
Okay. And what would your taste buds rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
On a 1 to 10, I'd give it a 7.5.
So, what's your name?
Tiffany.
Okay. And are you vegan, Tiffany?
I'll just say flexitarian. I eat mostly vegan, but sometimes if I want something else, I'll eat something else.
Okay. What did you get on the menu?
I got the Texican nachos.
Okay. What is your taste buds rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would say a 10. It was delicious. It had a little kick to it, spice. The crumbles or the protein made me feel like I was pretty much eating beef, but it was very flavorful.
So, what did you get on the menu?
I ordered the pineapple burrito. I think that's what it was called.
Okay. And what did your taste buds rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
It was pretty good. I would say, comparing it to like a real burrito, right? Because I'm not, I would have to, from my perspective as a non-vegan, it was really close to like actual Mexican restaurant burritos. So the protein that I had was chorizo or vegan chorizo. And I was really surprised how close it was to actual chorizo. Overall, I would say I would give it an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I do want to say one other thing is that they also have hot sauces, right, which is typical of most Mexican restaurants, but these are surprisingly hot. So you don't get that at most restaurants. And this one specifically, it has a really complex flavor. It's very similar to Mexican mole. And I've never seen that in a bottle because Mexican mole takes a long time to make and it has a lot of ingredients. So it's really weird to put it in a bottle. Usually it's served as like your main dish, right? But here it's like a hot sauce. It's really good. So yeah, I would say the most surprising part from the restaurant were the sauces, like on top of the food.
Okay.
But yeah, just an extra plus.
Okay. And what would you rate the atmosphere in this place on a scale of 1 to 10?
I mean, it's really festive because of the Veggie Outers, so I'm gonna say a 10.
And what would you rate the atmosphere in this place on a scale?
Really good. We really like it here. Like a 10, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. And what would you give the atmosphere of this place on a scale of 1 to 10?
9.
Okay.
It's not playing heavy metal, so unreasonable, but I'll say it.
So the atmosphere, I'd rate it a 9. You know, I'm not really a fan of the art, but it was like a good, ambience to, meet people and talk. So
Okay.
I didn't really notice it.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say definitely like a 9 or 10 for sure. So a 9.5.
Well, Tex-Mex is my favorite, and so I will probably give them a 7.5. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I've been enjoying the company and the food so much, haven't really noticed, but probably just an 8. Okay.
I think it's good. I'll say a 9, just because. I mean, It's kind of like it's kind of vibrant. It's kind of got a diner feel to it. It's got interesting stuff on the walls. When it gets this crowded, it gets a little noisy. But we were saying that the music isn't too loud. So, but yeah, it's kind of nice. I mean, it's not fancy, but I like it.
I'll give it a 9. It's a nice place. It's got this little like alcove area that we're in, and then a long like diner type area. So it's got a nice atmosphere.
The atmosphere was good. I'll give it an 8 on atmosphere.
I'd say it's about a 9. It seems a little quaint, which is fine. I like the bar area. It was set aside. It's kind of like an L shape. But I think the atmosphere is pretty good.
The atmosphere is good. It's not super loud. It's like not super dark. So I would say everything is pretty good. So I'd rate it a 9.
What's up, Veggie Outers? I take it you're enjoying the review or content you're watching right now. But a frequent question I always get is, Elijah, where can I get some Veggie Outers merch? Because I see you rocking it all the time and I want some of my own. I'm glad to say that you can actually get the merch on our website. Just go to www.theveggie-outers.com, click on products, and click on merch. There you'll see a variety of shirts, hoodies, and tank tops that you can pick from. And we have 2 different designs on our merch that you can pick from. So if you want to help move the notion forward of convincing people that it's legal to be plant-based in all 50 states of America, go to www.theveggie-outers.com and get your merch today. Now, back to the video. Okay. And how about the customer service? How do you feel like they took care of us?
Amazing. Very attentive. Got every order correct as far as I could tell. All of our orders were right on this side of the table. So really sweet, nice staff. So I will be glad to come here again.
Okay. So that's a 10?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We love the customer service. We really love the owner here. She's really awesome, and I think I'd give that a 10 also.
Okay. And what would you rate the customer service here?
10. Definitely 10.
And how about the customer service?
Customer service was a 10. As soon as I came a couple of hours late. She took my order immediately. I went there, I paid for it, and my food was out in about 15 minutes. So I'd give it a 10.
Okay. And how about that customer service?
Oh, 10 for sure.
You didn't have to think about it. Okay?
Yeah.
They're great. They do a really good job of being attentive. So, I'd give them a 9 or a 10 for customer service. They do a great job.
So, meeting halfway, 9.5?
Yeah.
Maybe a 7. It's not bad, but nobody's come to check on us. But I don't have a complaint about it. It's just not like brilliant. But overall, I really enjoy it.
Oh, they've been great. I'll say a 9 also. They've been good.
Okay. What's up, everyone? So, want to mention something real quick. So, in Gail's review, she did order some dessert, and you saw that it was on the way. But when it got there, it was actually missing a key ingredient, that being some berries. So, she tried to get the restaurant's attention, and eventually she did, and it took a while to get that kind of sorted out. But she did want to make a change to her customer service rating because since it came without the berries and it took a while to get sorted out, she kind of felt that it really should have been more of a priority. So she did decide to take a point off, which is why you see that the score that's on the screen doesn't reflect what she said, because this happened after I did the video review. With that being said, let's get back to the video.
I'll probably give that a 9 too. I mean, it's a walk up to the counter and order. It's not order at the table. So, and when they brought out the food, since they didn't come out here and give it, they just had to say who ordered this. But yeah, I'll give them a 9.
The customer service was decent. I give it maybe a 6 or 7. The owner, and as they took our orders, she's very pleasant and everything. But it was interesting to have to go up to the front to put your orders in versus them taking the orders at the table. That was a little different, and they were a little slow on drinks at the bar. But overall, still very friendly and pretty good.
Okay, so we'll say 6.5.
6.5.
The customer service was, I would say, a 10 because I have food allergies. The person up front that took my order, she made sure that she recorded everything to, make sure that I had my food was safe to eat.
They've been doing really well. I was really surprised how many people were here, and I think they brought out everybody's food like in different sections, so that kind of made sense because there was a lot of people to make food for at the same time. The entire time the staff has been running back and forth, making sure people have their food ready, and then chips and different things like that. They also added tables without us having to ask. As more people were showing up, we just had more tables get added automatically. So that was really surprising. The customer service, I would say, is the best part. I'd say it's a 10.
And how about the price on a scale of 1 to 10?
Price is great, man. Absolutely. I mean, it's budget friendly for sure.
Okay, so the price is 10?
Yes, definitely.
I think I'm going to go 9 on that one too, because it would be nice to have a really inexpensive place to go, but also it's really good.
And how about the price on a scale of 1 to 10? What would you give it?
It's pretty good. I give it a 10.
The price, I'd give it a 9. It's vegan food, so and it's fresh, and so I'd give it a 9 for the price.
And how about the price? Would a 10 been the price was excellent, and a 1 hey, what are they doing?
Okay, yeah, I would say probably a 9.
And how about that price on a scale of 1 to 10? What would you rate it?
Free is my favorite price, and so that's hard to match. But no, I think it's very competitive. I eat over at like Spiral Diner, and I ate there yesterday, and I would say pricing wise, this was better than over there for what I ordered. So no, not to compare it and drop names and talk bad about other places, because Spiral is my favorite. But yeah, great price.
Okay. So what number-wise would that be? Like a 9 or 10 or 8?
Yeah, I'll go with an 8. How about an 8?
I would say a 9, especially maybe even a 10 for the amount of food you get and the price. Actually, I'll go for a 10. It was really good value.
Well, the price, the meals are about what you'd expect, I guess, for nowadays, and they're not even outrageous for vegan food, really. A quesadilla for about $12 is normal. The dessert I ordered is really expensive. It's like ordering another meal, so I don't know what it's going to look like when it gets here, but yeah. Other than, I mean, I'd say I guess an 8, and that's only because I kind of wish the dessert weren't quite that high. There's 2 desserts. One of them isn't that high, but it's just plain ice cream. So I got the dessert quesadillas, and it was literally like buying another meal. So I'll say 8.
And how about that price?
I'll stick with a 9 on that too. It's a good value for what you paid.
I might give them a 10 on price for the amount of food I had and the way it was feeling. And based on the price, I'd give it a 10 on price.
I would say a 9. I had a lot of food for the price.
I think I paid like $20 total. So I got the burrito and then just a Mexican Coke. The burrito was really filling, so it was not like some of the other restaurants that we've had where the portions were like super small. This one was pretty big. So overall, I would say it's a pretty good value. I mean, everything is kind of more expensive than it was a few years ago, but value-wise, I would say this is like a 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you think about the food? How would you rate the food?
Well, I got the jackfruit tacos, and as far as the food goes, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 10 because they combine jackfruit with vegan cheese, and they had this special dipping sauce. I've never had it before in that combination. I've had those things individually, but put together, it's pretty tasty. So I'm gonna give it a 10. As far as the atmosphere, they got some interesting stuff on the walls. I took footage, so y'all seeing it right now. It's kind of like the skull and bones kind of theme. Not really my flavor, but I'll still acknowledge the fact that it is artistic. So I'm gonna give it an 8. As far as the customer service, some people might be taken back by me saying it, but I'm gonna give it a full 10 because like David said before, the tables, more people kept coming and they just automatically added tables. We didn't even have to ask them for it. They're very attentive. They brought the food out in a pretty timely manner. And when people ask like, hey, what's the most popular dish, like vegan-wise, they gave us suggestions. So very accommodating, very nice. They get a full 10. As far as the price goes, I'm actually gonna give them a 10 too. I think it was economical based on what you got, but the jackfruit tacos, like other places, jackfruit isn't the filling food, and they'll give you like 3 little small tacos. They actually gave a 4th one. So if a 4th taco is included in the dish, but it costs the same, to me, that gives them an extra point to go ahead and boot them up to being a 10. But that's been my review. Be sure to stay tuned for our next review, and you can go to www.theveggieouters.com and see what's next for the group. I'll catch you in the next video, and y'all take it easy. So Gail, that's carrot cake, right?
This is carrot cake, vegan carrot cake.
Years ago, we sent all the credit card cards out in the day. Till then, it's still in there. If you want to commit fraud, that's how you do it.
Very good.
I mean, I know how to do it. I've worked in fraud.
Texture's good. Everything's good. Frosting's good.
Looks tasty.
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, it is tasty. But it's
I know.
Okay, so what's Colleen's first impression? Yummy?
All
right.
The tofu is crispy on the outside and has a good softness to the inside, and then the spices that surround it. I like it.
So what's Lynn's first impression? Or impression?
This kind, yes. Thicker ones.
Yeah.
So what is Yep? Is it good or is it bad?
Very good. Kind of hot. It just came out.
Okay.
It hits the spot because I really wanted something that was
Okay.
fried crunchy, but with the sauce. Orange was a good choice.
Trash, it looks like trash. Yeah. And then just put some olive oil and saucer, put everything in there in the air fryer.
Tasty? Awesome. Hello, my name is Elijah Blau, and I've been a vegan for over 10 years. In 2016, the Veggie Outers was formed to help more people consume more plant-based foods and get access to education and resources. We've since evolved into reviewing the restaurants that we pay a visit, based on the price, the atmosphere, customer service, and the food. We don't forget to have some fun in the process though. Join us in yet another review where we go to a restaurant and give the food a try.
I would rate it probably like an 8 or 9.
So like an 8.5?
Yeah.
Half in the middle?
Yeah.
On a 1 to 10, I'd give it a 7.5.
I would say a 10. It was delicious. It had a little kick to it, spice.
But value-wise, I would say this is like a 9.
What did you get on a scale of 1 to 10?
10. Yeah, I really like the chickenless ranchero. It was really delicious. Yeah.
What's up, Veggie Outers? So we're at Jeff's Vegan and we're getting ready to review them on a scale of 1 to 10 based on the atmosphere, the food, the customer service, and the price. So let's get into it. So Lynn, what'd you get on the menu?
I got mixed vegetables with tofu.
And how do your taste buds rate that?
I'd give it a 10. It was really good. It was really fresh. The tofu was nice and crispy on the outside.
So Sierra, what did you get on the menu today?
I got spicy crispy cha-cha, I think is what it was called. And I really enjoyed it. It was, the texture was great. It was very flavorful. I did not get any spice, but it was still so good. I enjoyed it.
Okay. What was your taste buds rate that on a scale of 1 to 10? The food.
I would say 8.
8?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Adrian.
Okay. And Adrian, what did you get on the menu today?
We got lemongrass protein with rice and also the eggplant with tofu.
What were your taste buds rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think 9 to 10.
9 to 10?
Yeah.
So like a 9.5?
Yeah. Yeah.
Marlon, what did you get on the menu?
I got the veggie and bean, Mexican veggie and bean rice bowl instead of the burrito.
Okay. And what would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would say probably like a 7.
So Gail, what did you get on the menu today?
I got the one called the Health Burger, I think it was. And I also got a
a carrot cake for dessert, and I had one of the little sesame ball desserts that she shared. So I like the sesame burger. Oh, and I got it with vegan bacon. I was going to get vegan bacon and vegan eggs, but they were out of the vegan eggs. So, but the vegan bacon they use is really good. It looks to me like the same kind they use at Spiral, and it's really good. I don't know the brand, but it's really good, and it's nice and crispy. The sandwich, I think it's more of a sandwich than a burger, really, because it says it has mushroom and then a bunch of other stuff. I was kind of thinking it was a portobello, like a big old portobello or something, but it's like mushrooms in there. So it's more, I would call it more of a sandwich, a veggie sandwich than a burger, but it was good. So I'll say at 8 on that, and I guess 8 on everything, really. 8 on the dessert, yeah, the dessert, the little sesame ball shields. It didn't have really nearly enough of the red bean paste, but it still tasted pretty good. But yeah, the 8 on all the food that I had, all the different foods that I had.
So, Colleen, what did you get on the menu today?
I got the salt and pepper spicy tofu, and for dessert, I had the sesame red bean balls.
Okay. And what would your taste buds rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
Maybe a 8 because of the sesame ball. The tofu was great. It had great flavor. The texture of the tofu was cooked perfectly. It had a crunch on the outside and good softness texture in the middle. And the vegetables went well with it. And then the sesame ball was a little disappointing. I wish there was more red bean in it. It was a lot of dough, but the texture of the crispiness of the outside of the ball was really good.
I decided to try this.
So what did you get on the menu today?
The yellow cone.
Looks like
and how do you feel about that on a scale of 1 to 10?
That makes it harder to read.
I'll give it
So I went looking for a why.
7.5.
I finally got this.
The only reason I gave it like a 7.5 is it just didn't have as much taste. It wasn't real. Didn't have a lot of flavor that I'm used to in a yellow Thai curry.
Okay. And how do you feel about the atmosphere of this place?
I think the atmosphere is really nice, and yeah, the service is really good too.
So number-wise, what would you give the atmosphere?
I'm pretty satisfied with the atmosphere. I mean, I'd say a 10.
I'd give it I'll give it a 10. It's a really nice atmosphere in here.
Maybe an 8.5, I guess. 8.5 to 9. I like it. It's
So it's 8.5 or not? Just pick one.
Okay. Let's do 9. It's pretty clean. Let's do 9.
Okay.
I would say an 8 because they have some really nice pictures like on the wall. I think it's painted, or maybe it's some kind of poster type thing they put up, which I like. It's really pretty and serene. A little bit of music would be great, I think.
I like this. I think it's really pretty. They got some nice pictures on the walls. It's relaxing. They've got, I guess, I don't know if these are real plants or not, but they look good. Are they real? Anyway,
there has been a standard this kind of set.
They're in good. The plants that are here, if they are real, they look good. They're alive and they're healthy. So they got lots of plants. It's really nice. I'll say it's a 9.
Okay. And what do you think about the atmosphere on a scale of 1 to 10?
Really nice, clean, spacious, good atmosphere, very casual.
Okay. So number-wise, what would you say?
10.
And how about the atmosphere?
I like the atmosphere here. I'll give that like
Ever since then, he's absolutely right.
an 8.5.
I could just like that.
What's up, Veggie Outers? I take it you're enjoying the review or content you're watching right now. But a frequent question I always get is, Elijah, where can I get some Veggie Outers merch? Because I see you rocking it all the time and I want some of my own. I'm glad to say that you can actually get the merch on our website. Just go to www.theveggieouters.com, click on products, and click on merch. There you'll see a variety of shirts, hoodies, and tank tops that you can pick from, and we have 2 different designs on our merch that you can pick from. So if you want to help move the notion forward of convincing people that it's legal to be plant-based in all 50 states of America, go to www.theveggieouters.com and get your merch today. Now, back to the video. Okay, what's up everyone? So we're at Just Vegan. What do I think of the food? I think the food is a 9. I wouldn't give it a perfect score because perfect score is the best food I've ever had. It's not the best food I've ever had, but I think it's above average, so I give it a 9. As far as the atmosphere, I'm gonna give them an 8. I like the visual decor, real stylistic, kind of plants a plant-based theme, but it's actually kind of hot in here. And I notice there's no AC. They got fans, that helps, but I'm concerned like during the summer, what's gonna happen. So that's the reason they're getting an 8. Customer service is a 10. You know, for one thing, they came to the table, took our orders. People are undervaluing how big a deal that is. So many restaurants have us going up there placing orders. They might as well not even be serving us. They did that, so they automatically gets a 10 in my book. In addition to just taking care of us, food came out extremely fast. Really like in like 15 or 20 minutes for everyone ever since they placed it. As far as the price, they're actually kind of cheap for a vegan restaurant. So I would actually give them a 10 in that regard. Whatever they're doing to keep the prices in line, I say definitely keep it up. But that's my review. Okay, and you started to go into that customer service. That is great, but what number would you give it?
I didn't find any faults, so I would say a 10.
Okay, and how about the customer service?
Again, like no complaints, so I'll give them a 10.
And what would you rate the customer service?
8.5.
She's a pointer. She loves doing pointers.
I do.
I would do a 10 for sure. Very nice people, very helpful, right away, served you, just very kind. So that's my favorite part, I'd say.
No, I'd say 10. They're really been good and helpful, and attentive, and fast. The food came out fast.
Also a 10. They were very friendly and fast. Food came out really fast. You asked for something, they got it for you. So 10.
And how about the customer service?
Oh yeah, give that a 9. They're very pleasant.
And how about the price on a scale of 1 to 10?
I thought their prices were pretty reasonable, so I'd say like 7 or 8.
7 or 8?
Yeah,
So,
7.5.
I see a perfect score coming.
Yeah.
How about that price?
Well, no, they're not. I'll go with 9 on the price because it's.
Oh, so they barely missed the perfect score.
Yeah, they barely missed the perfect score. It's reasonable.
How much was our meal? Like $15 per meal. So, but it was pretty big. Okay. I guess 8. That's pretty good.
Pretty average. I think it was like 12 something dollars-ish. So pretty average. I'd say like a 9.
I'm gonna say a 10 on the price too, and I'm usually really picky about it. But I think it's like a standard price for you know what you get. I mean, a lot of it was like stir fry type stuff and things like that, and the comparable price to any other restaurant of the same kind. And the dessert was not, you know, a huge, you know, it was a reasonable price for dessert. It wasn't like buying another meal. So, yeah, I would say I'm going to give it a 10 on the price also.
Maybe a 7. I think some of the entrees are a little bit pricier than I thought they would be. So 7.
I think it's about what you should pay. I'll give that like a 9.
Tune in to our website, www.theveggieouters.com, for more reviews from us, and stay tuned for our next review. I'll catch you later. Peace out. Hello, my name is Elijah Blau, and I've been a vegan for over 10 years. In 2016, the Veggie Outers was formed to help more people consume more plant-based foods and get access to education and resources. We've since evolved into reviewing the restaurants that we pay a visit, based on the price, the atmosphere, customer service, and the food. We don't forget to have some fun in the process though. Join us in yet another review where we go to a restaurant and give the food a try. And how did that stroke your taste buds? What would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10?
Scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a 10.
The pizzas were quite similar, however, like they did have different ingredients, so the flavors differed. I personally like the Hawaiian pizza the most. We'll give the pizzas a solid 8.
Vegan food wise, I give it like, a 7. If I'm comparing it to regular tacos, it's like a 5 or a 4.
I think 9 to 10.
9 to 10?
Yeah.
So like a 9.5?
Yeah.
I would definitely give it a 10. It was very good. The cheese was good without being spicy or overpowering.
What's up, Veggie Outers? So we are at the Queen of Sheba in Addison, getting ready to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10 based on the food, the price and customer service, and the atmosphere. So let's get into it. Obadiah, what did you get on the menu today?
Today I had a dish called Vegan Doro Tibbs, which had a vegan chicken option as within the dish. It's my first time having Ethiopian food that I'm aware of, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Okay. And what would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of the food?
I'll give it an 8.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that's more so because it's new to me. Your palate has to kind of get used to new flavors sometimes. So I'd say more of that being a reason than anything like not being good.
What's your name?
Yeah, Vijay.
Alright. And are you vegan?
I am not vegan, I'm the vegetarian now.
Okay. And what you get on the menu today?
Today I got like silsi.
Alright.
Yeah.
What would you give that on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, I am first time in the Ethiopian restaurant. I never been here, but I can give like 9 out of 9. Sorry. So it's pretty good. It's I like that the way the texture and everything is similar, kind of similar to Indian stuff. One of the appetizer we have.
Okay. So Noah, what did you get on the menu today?
I got the vegan combination, and then for dessert, I got the chocolate and caramel tart.
Okay. How did those two things stroke your taste buds?
They were quite tasty. I would give the taste a 9 out of 10.
Okay. And is that a 9 for both of them, the cake and the entree?
The cake was probably even a 10, but I would overall say a 9.
Okay.
The hot sauce was good too. That was not a mistake asking for the hot sauce.
So Mike, what
Yes.
did you get on the menu today?
I got the vegan combination with, I also asked for some hot sauce. That's a nice tip because it's only like 1 star for spice. So if you like spicy, get the hot sauce on the side. It's very good. And I also got dessert. I got the the lime mango tart. Fully raw as far as I understand. And all of it was very, very good, very delicious. I would give the food a 9. I would give the dessert a 10. It was genius.
Well, when the desserts came out, not just for you, for everyone, I was doing someone else's review. It lasted like 2.5 minutes. And when I turned around, they were all gone. So that's
Yes. Yes.
what did you get on the menu today?
I got the vegan, the tofu tibs.
Okay.
With 2 sides that I can't remember the names of. It was a cabbage and what you call it? Oh, my mind! I hate it when my mind goes blank. Chickpea.
Cabbage and chickpeas?
Yeah.
Okay. And what would your taste buds rate that?
I would give it a 9. It was very good. Even though it said it was mild, it was still a little bit spicy for me, but I've kind of lost my taste for spice.
Okay. Welcome to my world. Okay, gal. So what did you get on the menu today?
I got the eggplant tibs, I guess it's called, vegan eggplant tibs, and I guess the sides were same sides you got, whatever they were, like a cabbage potato thing and like a yellow dal. So that's what I had coffee, their version of coffee, which is like a super strong espresso.
Okay.
And
what would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10? The food.
I will give the food a 9 because I think the food itself was good. I'd say 8, but I really, really love the strong coffee. I had 2 of them, so I hope I sleep tonight. But yeah, that coffee, I just love it. It's super strong and it bumps it up to a 9. So 9 all around for the food.
Okay. And what do you think of the atmosphere of this place? The visual decor, how it makes you feel? What would you give that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I give it a 10. I really like this place. I like the atmosphere a lot. I want to throw a party here. It's nice.
They do have a disco ball.
Yes, they have a disco ball. They're ready.
It's pretty good. It's amazing. I can give 10 of 10. It's very clean and neat. So it's very good.
I think the atmosphere is really nice. I like the gold color. It's subtle but bold at the same time. The decorations, some nice artwork on the walls. I like the music. They're playing nice music but not too loud. I would say 10 out of 10.
Okay. I'm real curious as to how that disco ball looks when it's lit up in here.
The disco ball, that's right.
It looks like a great party.
That's right.
I would give the atmosphere a 7. I don't know. I do enjoy the kind of theme, the gold, and it kind of seems a little fancy, but I feel like there's not enough like colors and things. Like it's a little dull seeming. And then the outside, it's like it was a little even hard to notice the place. It was just kind of like a random sign. So they could do something to maybe like draw you in better on the outside of this place. So yeah, I'll say a 7.
I'd give them a 9. It's a very nice atmosphere.
And how do you feel about the atmosphere of this place?
I like it. I think it's pretty. I am going to bump off 1 point for the gnats, though. I mean, they do need to do something about their gnat problem. But 9.
What's up, Veggie Outers? I take it you're enjoying the review or content you're watching right now. But a frequent question I always get is, Elijah, where can I get some Veggie Outers merch? Because I see you rocking it all the time and I want some of my own. I'm glad to say that you can actually get the merch on our website. Just go to www.theveggieouters.com, click on products, and click on merch. There you'll see a variety of shirts, hoodies, and tank tops that you can pick from. And we have 2 different designs on our merch that you can pick from. So if you want to help move the notion forward of convincing people that it's legal to be plant-based in all 50 states of America, go to www.theveggieouters.com and get your merch today. Now, back to the video. And how about the customer service? How they take care of us on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think that they've done well. I'll give them a 9 there. Again, not that they did anything wrong. I just don't know that it was very demanding. But as far as asking questions and answering and making sure that we're taken care of, I think that they did very well.
And what would you rate the customer service on a scale of 1 to 10? How good did they take care of us?
Yeah, they took care of very good. I can give 9 because I'm first time here. but they served us good. But one recommendation for them, if the new first time coming here, so they can explain like what it is in the menu, how they cook it, little bit detail, so that will help the new customers.
So how do you feel they took care of us service-wise? What would you give them?
Service-wise, I would say 9 out of 10. They took good care of us.
The service was pretty good. I'll give it a 9. I think there were just minor things, like they mixed up some of the plates when they were giving it out to people, but it wasn't anything that we couldn't like correct amongst ourselves.
Okay. And how about the customer service?
I'd also give them a 9 on that.
I'd say a 10. I think they were really accommodating. They helped us out with this level of spice. Mine wasn't spicy at all because that's the way I've requested it. They were quick with refills on the when I got the second coffee, they were quick with my refill on the second coffee. So yeah, 10. I had no complaints.
Okay. And how about the price on a scale of 1 to 10?
I ain't got the bill yet. So, for the portions of the food, I think that the price looks like adequate. I think I'll be happy with that.
So you give it like maybe a 7?
7, yeah, that works because it is still spending money. I'll never say a 10 on that unless it's free.
Okay, that's a high standard. Okay.
Right.
I think I can see like it's okay. I mean, like it's not too high or too low. It's medium. It's affordable for everyone. So enjoy the vegetarian meal. So it's pretty good price.
So what would you give it number-wise?
I can give 9.
Price, I would say 7 out of 10. It's pretty average these days.
And what is your wallet rate in this place? How about that price?
Man, so the price was all right. I mean, we're in tough times everywhere. I say this all the time. Inflation, it's no joke. But for the platter, it was, I think, in line with everything else. It was fine. For the dessert, I feel like it's a little expensive. $7-8 for, like, it was kind of small. I would have liked a little bit more for what we paid. But I can't, yeah, so I'll say 7, I guess, 7.
Okay. And how about your purse? What is your purse rate this place?
I'll give it an 8 on that. It is a bit pricey, but it's kind of a more expensive looking place than we usually go to, so I don't think it's out of line.
Okay. So it's kind of like the price evens out in the other.
Yeah.
And how about that price?
I guess I'm going to say an 8. I mean, it's kind of pricey, but a lot of places are now. A lot of things are now. So yeah, it's an average, I guess, 8.
Okay, Veggie Outers. So what I would rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I have what I got on the screen, or at least I'll edit it outside of the video. And what I would give it a 7.5. I think the food is a little above average, but it's not vegan junk food. I would put an emphasis on that because there's plenty of vegan junk food out here. This is normal, traditionally cooked vegan food. So that's worth a whole 2.5 points for me. That's why it's gonna get 7.5. Atmosphere-wise, I really like the visual decor of this place. Paints a very African-centric theme. I see the disco ball in the back, and it looks like you could really turn up in this place if you had a private event here, so that's something to think about. So I'm gonna give the atmosphere a 10. As far as the customer service, I'm going to give them a 9 because they did everything perfect except for, it did take a little while for the food to come out, maybe around like 25 to 30 minutes. For them to be perfect, it would have to come out in like 15 or 20 minutes like some of the other restaurants. They've gotten the perfect serve done. As far as the price, I'm gonna give them a 7. 2 reasons. One, it is a little above average for the portions that are given. But the other thing is, if you're coming in a big group like us, they do have added gratuity, a little higher than the average amount. A lot of people overlook that. So with that being the case, that's why they're getting a 7 in that regard. But that does it for this review. Be sure to go to www.theveggieouters.com to check out our website and get more updates on the next one. I'll see you next time.
I've never seen eggplant parmesan like this. Normally it's layered. Yeah.
Okay.
I go to after I go to White Rock Lake and I didn't know about it. So I pop over and ask White Rock Lake.
It's good. It's not outstanding, but it's good.
A little.
Okay.
There's plenty of vegan bread.
Is that pretty tasty? So Monica, what's your impression about the wine?
It lacks taste and it's a little bit vinegary. It doesn't have any body to it. It's very vinegary.
Okay.
I would not recommend the house brand.
Okay. Hello, my name is Elijah Blau, and I've been a vegan for over 10 years. In 2016, the Veggie Outers was formed to help more people consume more plant-based foods and get access to education and resources. We've since evolved into reviewing the restaurants that we pay a visit, based on the price, the atmosphere, customer service, and the food. We don't forget to have some fun in the process though. Join us in yet another review where we go to a restaurant and give the food a try. What would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10?
A 9.
10 every single time. This is my my favorite dish.
I would give it a 8.5.
I would say probably like a 7.
The tofu was great. It had great flavor. The texture of the tofu was cooked perfectly. It had a crunch on the outside. Maybe a 8 because of the sesame ball.
What's up everyone? So we're at the Lovery Cafe here in Colleyville. We're about to give them a review based on their customer service, atmosphere, food, and the price. So let's see what we thought about them. Okay, Monica. So what did you get on the menu today?
Eggplant with cheese.
Okay. And food-wise, what would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, had I known what it was, my rating might have been different. I thought it was going to be more like eggplant parmesan, but it was basically rolled up eggplant with marinara sauce and a sprinkling of vegan parmesan. So it was totally not what I expected. But overall, I'm going to give it a 4 for. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the marinara sauce was just too sweet. So, yeah, unfortunately. Because the place is nice, so they're trying to do vegan dishes. I think they need somebody to come in and consult them on their vegan dishes.
Okay, Kate. So what'd you get on the menu?
I got the gnocchi, the broccoli, sauteed broccoli, and I got the bruschetta mati.
Okay. And what would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10 of food?
So the gnocchi was okay. The tomato sauce I felt was a little too sweet for my taste. I like a little bit more acidity in my pasta sauce. It was pretty good. It had like a really good texture to the gnocchi as well. The bruschetta was actually the best, in my opinion. It had like olives and capers and onions and a lot of good veggies on it. And it paired really well with the sauce, like when I got towards the end of the meal. I did get full on it, so I'm taking food home with me. And then the broccoli was also really good too. It was like a really good texture, had a nice crunch to it. So I would say overall, on a scale of maybe 1 to 10, the meal was probably like maybe a 7.5, 8.
So 7.5?
Yeah.
Okay, Lynn.
Okay.
So what did you get on the menu?
The eggplant, I don't remember what it's called on the menu.
Okay. And what would you give that on a scale of 1 to 10, food-wise?
I would give it probably 7. I mean, it was good, but it was not much to it. It was like marinara sauce, some vegan Parmesan sprinkled on top, and just rolled up eggplant slices. Now the eggplant was cooked well. I'd give them that. The eggplant had a really nice texture to it, not mushy, but not, and it didn't have any bitterness to it like sometimes eggplant can get. So it had a good taste. It just was not enough for what it was.
Okay.
The only thing also on the food was that they don't have vegan bread, so I had a lot of marinara sauce left over and no bread.
Yeah, that's the problem, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Gal. So what did you get on the menu today?
I can't remember how to say it, but it was eggplant parm. And I got the so-called cheesecake. But, yeah, those are the two things I got.
Okay. And what would you rate those on a scale of 1 to 10, food-wise?
I thought they were both really good. I'll say 9. And the only reason I take one off is because I kind of wish that the eggplant parm had something else, like maybe a piece of bread or a little bit of spaghetti on the side, just to make it more substantial. And I said so-called cheesecake because it tasted really good, but I don't think it fit the description of cheesecake. It was more like a tart or a compote, but it was good. It just wasn't what I expected when you call it cheesecake, but it was really good. So I'll say 9 on those. I just kind of wish there was a little more to make it a little more substantial.
I got the zucchini spaghetti with roasted vegetables.
Okay. How do your taste buds feel about that?
It was good. The vegetables were fresh. There was a wide variety of vegetables, so I was pleased with it. The marinara sauce was good. It was a little sweet. I think everybody kind of thought it was a little sweet. Probably could have used a little red pepper flakes or something. It would have been nice if they kind of offered that on the side. But overall, it was pretty good. I can't complain. Yeah. So what? Rate the food on a scale of?
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10.
Well, I wish they had bread. They didn't have any bread for us, which they explained that they can't. That I think they probably put eggs in the bread, but they had the bruschetta as a menu item. So it would have been nice if they could have brought out that and used that for our bread and maybe just put it with some oil or something. So I think, I was a little bit, I wanted there to be a little bit more. Typically I would be hungry. I'm just not hungry today because I had a big lunch. But if I didn't have a big lunch, I would be still hungry. So I will give the food a 8 for that reason.
Okay. And how do you feel about the atmosphere of this place?
Oh, I think it's really nice. Yeah, I really like it. Very nice. I'll give it a 9.
I love the atmosphere. I think it's beautiful in here. It looks like very quaint, very classy. Probably a great place for a date night. But I think the ambiance is really good. I like how the waiters and waitresses are dressed, how they greet the guests when you come in. So I would say overall, I would give the ambience probably like a 9.
Okay. It gives you a Sopranos feel?
No, not Sopranos.
that restaurant that's in the show?
No, well, I know what you're talking about, but not quite, because I don't feel like, mafia style when I come in. But no, for me it feels like a really cute, romantic, like date night probably kind of place, or like a nice girlfriends catch up dinner or something like that. So, but yeah.
Okay, they're missing the mafioso. Got it.
Right.
And what would you give the atmosphere of this place on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd probably give them a 9. The atmosphere, I mean, it's really pretty. The only thing is the way it's set up, it's really loud.
I like it. It's a little loud because it's got like a big high ceiling that I think just amplifies the sound. But it's really pretty, and I like the sort of ambiance here. So I'll say 9 for the atmosphere also.
It's very nice in here. It's very fancy. The outside looks cool, so I would like to come back and go outside sometime. I will give the atmosphere a 9.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Specific number. Okay.
I can't give it a 10 because it's a little loud. That's the only reason why.
What's up, Veggie Outers? I take it you're enjoying the review or content you're watching right now. But a frequent question I always get is, Elijah, where can I get some Veggie Outers merch? Because I see you rocking it all the time and I want some of my own. I'm glad to say that you can actually get the merch on our website. Just go to www.theveggie-outers.com, click on products, and click on merch. There you'll see a variety of shirts, hoodies, and tank tops that you can pick from. And we have 2 different designs on our merch that you can pick from. So if you want to help move the notion forward of convincing people that it's legal to be plant-based in all 50 states of America, go to www.theveggie-outers.com and get your merch today. Now, back to the video. And how about the customer service? On a scale of 1 to 10, how you feel like they took care of us?
Well, it's a Saturday night, so I take that into consideration, but I don't think, I don't remember coming back for a long time to ask how everything was doing. I was almost like finished. So I'll give customer service maybe a 5.
Okay. And what do you think about the customer service on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, customer service I thought was really good. I think she was very attentive to us. She came and checked on us throughout the meal, brought us additional things that we needed, tried to accommodate us based on our food preferences. I do feel like they could have made more of an effort to give us bread like they do to all the guests that come in, just because for my meal I was able to get bread. So I would say that's the only kind of caveat to the entire customer service experience. I think maybe there should have been more of an effort to try to accommodate us based on our food preferences in terms of that. But I would say overall customer service probably was about an 8.
Yeah, I'd give her a 10. She was over here refilling drinks a lot and answering questions and bringing extra things.
I think that was a 10. It's busy, so things came out kind of slow, but I think that's just out of account of the busyness. But she's been really helpful and understanding with us, and she made sure to explain to us why we didn't get the complimentary bread because it wasn't vegan, so that way we wouldn't wonder. So she's good. 10.
And how about the customer service?
I'll give the customer service an 8. They were very good at explaining like why we couldn't have the bread. They like when with you ordering the raviolis, they explained like the option for it is different today. Like they were offering squash instead of spinach, so very transparent. But I also felt like they ran out of things a little too. Like they only had 1 cheesecake, and again with the whole bread situation. So I feel like them kind of like running out of their items for vegans. I would dock a couple of points for that. So that's why I give them an 8.
And how about the price on a scale of 1 to 10?
For what I got, I mean, because of the place, it's an upscale, it's a nice place, so the price was okay, but for really the amount of food and what it was, I would give it a 6.
I will say it is a little pricey, I thought, especially for the broccoli. I got like a small bowl of broccoli, it was like $12. The bread, it was like 6 pieces of bread for like $15. And then the gnocchi was like $20 something for like the bowl with nothing else, no veggies with it. So I would say just for what they give you, especially for the vegan side, I felt like it was probably a bit too pricey.
Okay. So number-wise, what would you give it?
Price I would give maybe a 6.
And how about that price?
Yeah, the price for what it was very high.
Yeah. So what would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would probably give the price a 6.
Okay.
Well, I wish it were either a little less expensive or a little more substantial. That kind of goes back to the food not having like a side or anything. So I find it to be pretty pricey, but it looks like the kind of place that would be. So I got to be fair, but I'll say about a 7 because I don't like to spend that much really usually. But
you and everyone else.
Yeah.
And how does your wallet rate this place as far as the price goes?
Oh my, it was pretty expensive. $15 for a bruschetta. I don't even remember how much I paid for what I got. I think it was like $20 for some like zucchini and vegetables. It's pretty expensive for small portions. So I would rate that a 7. Yeah, I want more or I want it to be cheaper.
Okay, Veggie Outers. So what I got the ravioli, and food-wise, I'm gonna give it a 7. I don't think there's anything wrong with the taste or the quality of food. I do have some other things to say in other categories, so let's just go there. Atmosphere. This place actually looks pretty fancy, pretty uptownish. So I'm gonna give it a 9. I won't give it a 10 just because it is noisy. I realize there's not too much they can do with that given the situation, but it does affect the experience. Customer service wise, this is hard. I'm gonna mention the things I like and what I don't like. I like the separate menu and the fact that it's a physical menu that you can order. And they did keep a close eye on us, made sure our water is filled, but it took about 30 minutes to bring the food out. And everyone is out, well, other people mentioned the whole bread issue. I felt like they probably could have did something else to accommodate that, because that affected how hungry we were afterwards. So I'm gonna give them a 7 on customer service. Moving on to the price. Now, everything I said so far influences what I'm gonna say about this price. Because of lack of bread or sides, me personally, you see what I got on the screen right now, and that literally is a snack, at the most an appetizer, maybe enough to feed, like it looks like there's a 4-year-old right in front of me. It seems like it'd be a meal for her. I'm still hungry, and I know afterwards I'm gonna have to go and get something else to eat. I'm gonna give them a 3 on the price, because the portions don't match the price. I paid like $26, and I'm still hungry, and I was still hungry instantly after I finished eating. That's just unacceptable, so that's why they're getting a 3. But with that being said, that concludes my review. Stay tuned for the next review, and be sure to check us out on our website, www.theveggieouters.com. I'll catch you on the next review. Peace out. Okay, Veggie Outers, so I'm about to try their pepperoni pizza. This will be my impressions. It's okay. Maybe a little above average. I don't think it's the best one I've had, unfortunately, but it'll get the job done. I'm gonna have to
It's pretty good. It's spicy. I asked for a little spice. It's a lot of spice. But I like spicy, so it's good.
So what scale's first impression?
Let's see. Vegan cheesy bread. Twist. I like it. It's not too rich.
Cool. Hello, my name is Elijah Blau, and I've been a vegan for over 10 years. In 2016, the Veggie Outers was formed to help more people consume more plant-based foods and get access to education and resources. We've since evolved into reviewing the restaurants that we pay a visit, based on the price, the atmosphere, customer service, and the food. We don't forget to have some fun in the process though. Join us in yet another review where we go to a restaurant and give the food a try.
The atmosphere is good. There's like a lot of people here. It's a good mixture of people and it's very laid back, so I like it.
6. I'll say 10 for all of that. I'll say 10 for the dessert and 9 for the other thing.
A 6. I had cheaper nachos that tasted way better.
I think customer service was a 9. The food came in super quick. The checks came in super quick. So she was super attentive and everything.
Okay, Mom. So what did you get on the menu today? Do you remember what it was?
Barbecue chicken pizza.
Okay. And what would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would say about an 8.
So, Clarence, what would you rate the food on a scale of 1 to 10?
A 9. It was hot when we picked it up, and it was real tasty, real good.
Okay, Gal, what did you get on the menu today?
I got the vegan cheesy bread twist, and I liked it a lot. I'd say it's a 9. It's the cheese is like better than most, and that's really all it is bread and cheese. I don't think there's much else on there, but I got marinara for the side. Yeah, it's really good.
So, Michelle, what did you get on the menu today?
I got the tikka masala pizza.
And what rating does that earn from your taste buds?
I will give it an 8. It tastes really good. It was a little spicier than I expected. So when you say a little spice, it's going to be a lot of spice. But it had a good flavor. It was hot. I liked it.
So what did you get on the menu today?
It was a vegan, I think it says Shia pizza, or Shay, S-H-A-I-I.
Okay.
So it was like a batter, vegan batter with the vegan cheese and tomatoes, onions, and I think like vegan chicken.
Okay. And what would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
As far as other vegan pizzas, I'm just going to say it was a 10. I really enjoyed it.
Okay. And how about the atmosphere of this place? What would you give that on the number?
The atmosphere is okay. It's just a little warm in here.
So number-wise, what would you give them?
About an 8.
The atmosphere is quiet and peaceful. I was 8.
Probably about a 7. It's not always hot, probably, but it's hot tonight. But you know, it's just like an ordinary kind of a place. Nothing special, but you know, it looks like they did try to make a little bit decorative. But there's also a giant broken window, so maybe they could get that fixed. But yeah, I'd say a 7.
Atmosphere, I would say it's like a 7. It's quiet and peaceful, but yeah, it's a little warm in here, but yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. It's just a little a pizza joint, so I mean, I'll give that like I'll give maybe a 7. They could probably put a couple of cute chairs or something in. maybe a 7.
What's up, Veggie Outers? I take it you're enjoying the review or content you're watching right now. But a frequent question I always get is, Elijah, where can I get some Veggie Outers merch? Because I see you rocking it all the time and I want some of my own. I'm glad to say that you can actually get the merch on our website. Just go to www.theveggieouters.com, click on products, and click on merch. There you'll see a variety of shirts, hoodies, and tank tops that you can pick from. And we have 2 different designs on our merch that you can pick from. So if you want to help move the notion forward of convincing people that it's legal to be plant-based in all 50 states of America, go to www.theveggieouters.com and get your merch today. Now, back to the video. And how about the customer service here? How do you feel like they took care of us on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, I would say about a 7 because it wasn't that good when we first got here, but it picked up later on.
Customer service, I'd give them about a 7.
Okay. How about the customer service?
I'll say an 8. They were pretty fast. They're pretty friendly. I did have to go ask for the marinara when I think it's supposed to come with it. Everybody else seemed to just get one. That's why I had to go ask for mine. So that takes off a point maybe. But yeah, they're nice and fast. So I'll call it an 8.
That'll be a 7.5.
7.5?
Yeah, the 0.5 is because it got better as we were here. It didn't start off so great, but it got better.
I'll give it a 9. I think they're really kind people.
What would you rate the price of this place on a scale of 1 to 10?
I guess about a 9. It's about what expected.
Now, how about the price?
Price was very reasonable. I'd give them about a 9 on the price.
And how about that price?
At first, I thought I spent more because when he said the price, I thought he said 30, and I went back and I was like, did I only get one of those? Because I was like, one of these can't be 30. But then I looked and it's 13. So yeah, 13 for this, and I'm going to get at least one more meal out of it. I'd say the price is good. I will, for the price, I'll say a 10.
I would say a 10. The price point is very good for what I got.
And how about the price? What would you rate that?
I'll give that a 9. I think it was reasonably priced, especially as, I think it's really good pizza, so I think the price is right.
Okay.
Yeah, this was one of my, because I had a vegan pizza from somewhere else a couple of weeks ago and I felt sick after it. So this one, I just feel really good. Yeah, it's great. Highly recommend this place.
Okay, Veggie Outers, so I got the plant-based pepperoni pizza, and I'll rate that on a scale of 1 to 10, a 7, because it's not bad. In fact, I think it's a little above average, but I compare it to all the other vegan pizzas I've had. Iconic Eatery has the best one, probably followed by Vegan Voodoo, and this one is just a little above average, that's why it gets a 7. As far as the atmosphere, I'm a little more critical than my other fellow Veggie Outers. I'm gonna give them a 6, mainly because it's a little hot in here. Now we're here in the evening, so it's not as big a deal. But imagine if we came like at 3 o'clock, or worse, even noon. Yeah, we couldn't do that. So they need to fix that. Aside from that, like the decor is fine. It's a pizza place. Customer service, kind of hard. I'm gonna say 7 because I don't feel like in terms of serving us they did anything wrong. I just felt like in the beginning they were kind of rude, if that makes any sense. Just in their demeanors and their body language. So that takes a few points off. We didn't feel like welcoming like other restaurants. As far as the price, I think it was decently priced for a pizza. A lot of times vegan pizzas can actually be pretty expensive. This one for me costs around $16. I'm actually gonna give them a 10. I do think this is probably the best priced vegan pizza I've had. I will say that. But with that being said, that's my review. Stay tuned for the next review from the Veggie Outers. Go to www.theveggieouters.com, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out. Okay, let's get that first impression. It seems like she doesn't like it.
It's different. Somewhat of a bitter bite to it. But the oil is like, well, it's smooth. So it's not bad. It's great.
Okay. Just like Mike loves to give a first impression.
Oh, well, I don't even know where to start. There's a lot of things on this bowl. Well, my first impression is I thought there would be more. It's kind of small.
Fair enough.
Okay, I'll get a little bit of everything. Let's see.
Good. Oh, you know what?
Lentil soup?
I did get two. I got
good.
Was there lentil soup here?
Savory. Pretty savory.
Okay.
It's lentil soup. It's not the best, but it's good.
Okay. Okay, girl.
And everywhere you go.
First impression.
First impression of the hummus, Big O's hummus. It's
Yeah.
got a big gap out of it because she got some, but I haven't tried it yet. Okay, here goes.
What's your favorite
I got a whole
color?
bunch of olive oil.
Color? Purple.
Smooth hummus. That's good.
Cool. Hello, my name is Elijah Blau, and I've been a vegan for over 10 years. In 2016, the Veggie Outers was formed to help more people consume more plant-based foods and get access to education and resources. We've since evolved into reviewing the restaurants that we pay a visit, based on the price, the atmosphere, customer service, and the food. We don't forget to have some fun in the process though. Join us in yet another review where we go to a restaurant and give the food a try.
I'll get it an 8. They actually have a lot to offer, like as far as vegan options, and they're an all vegan Asian restaurant.
So my sandwich was amazing, so 10.
Atmosphere is nice. I don't know if you include parking in this. If you include parking with it, it drops down substantially.
A 10. It was delicious. I loved it.
I'll probably give the price a 9 because I thought at first it was really expensive, but I'm going to give about 3 meals out of this. So.
What's up, Veggie Outers? So for this review, we're going to be talking about Maya's Modern Mediterranean. We're going to be giving them a review based on the food, atmosphere, customer service, and the price. So let's go ahead and get into it. So Mike,
Yes.
what did you get on the menu today?
I got the bowl which had falafel and Israeli salad. It also had turmeric rice and what else? Oh, and tahini sauce. Oh, I had that and it didn't really fill me up. So I went and I got some lentil soup and I also got a side of Brussels slaw.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did your taste buds feel about that?
The bowl was pretty good. I actually, when I just kind of dipped everything into the sauce, it was just kind of okay tasting, and it had a little tanginess just with the sauce alone that was kind of like unusual to me. When I mixed the tahini sauce in with everything else and just kind of like mixed it all together, it tasted a lot better. So I just had it was interesting that I had a different experience after mixing it all together. But it was pretty good. I wouldn't say it's my all-time favorite, but it was still up there. The soup was fantastic. The soup was the winner. The slaw, it was refreshing, different, kind of hard to get through. It's just a unique taste that I'd never really had before, and I wasn't able to finish it because I thought too big with my eyes and not my stomach. So, but I am gonna take it home.
Have you ever taken anything home before? This might be a first.
No, this is definitely a first.
Okay. So all that combined, what number would it give?
I would give it an 8.5.
Okay, Monica. So what did you get on the menu today?
I got a plate with falafel, roasted cauliflower, and Israeli salad. And it comes with a little container of hummus and your own sauce, and I got tahini.
What is that from a taste bud perspective on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh man, it's absolutely amazing here. I would give it a 10.
Okay, Jeanette. So what did you get on the menu today?
I got the plate. I don't remember the name of the plate. Is it the Maya's Mezzi plate or something like that? Something like that.
Okay. We have a picture of it on the screen
Yeah.
so people can see. Now, what would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10, food-wise?
7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, gal. So what did you get on the menu today?
I got the bowl with falafel, cauliflower rice, tabbouleh, no, quinoa, and tahini with a tea. And I also ordered hummus and pita.
Okay. And what would your taste buds rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I thought for the whole thing altogether, I'll say 8. My favorite part was the hummus and the falafel. The cauliflower rice is okay. It just wasn't, and quinoa is quinoa. They weren't blow me away or whatever. But yeah, the falafel is great. The hummus is great. So like 10 for the falafel, hummus, a little less for the other, so it evens out to an 8.
So, man, what did you get on the menu today?
I got the bowl with roasted garlic eggplant.
How did your taste buds feel about that?
Very, very good. The eggplant was excellent. And I had the same problem she did. I thought it came with rice and greens, and I ended up with just greens, but it was still good. Even if I had known that it was an either or, I still would have gotten greens. Then the Israeli salad, I'm not usually that fond of those kinds of salads, and it was really, really, the dressing was so light and it was so fresh. Really good.
Okay, so does it get a 10 from you?
Yeah, it gives me a 10.
What did you get on the menu today?
I got a plate with the cauliflower steak, the tabbouleh, the Brussels sprout slaw, and I got a side of the eggplant.
Okay, thank you. And how do your taste buds feel about that on a scale of 1 to 10?
So mostly everything is good, but a little bit plain. I would give it a 6 or a 7. However, the Brussels sprout slaw was very good. I would give it a 9 or a 10.
So does all that average out to be like a 7.5 or something?
Yeah, I'd say, yeah.
Okay. So Gregory, what did you get on the menu today?
On the menu today, I had to go get the receipt because I don't know. I got the tabbouleh on a plate. No, I got cauliflower steak on a plate with tabbouleh and Israeli salad, which is chopped up cucumbers, tomatoes, and something else. Cauliflower. No, not cauliflower. And the cauliflower steak is amazing. I got lemon garlic sauce to put on top of it and some hummus. That I don't know why they gave me hummus. Maybe because I got like pita bread or that just comes with it. But anyway, I'm still eating, as you see, because I've been talking to everybody. This stuff is, yeah, that's what I got. I'm sorry, I'll let you do the interviewing.
Okay. What would your taste buds rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
12.
If you had to say in the 1 to 10 range, though, would it be a 10?
It would be a 10. It would definitely be a 10.
Okay. Okay, Lucia. So what'd you get on the menu today?
Let's see. We got multiple things. I got the big plate comes with hummus, pita, tabbouleh, the Brussels slaw. I got the shkub, I think it's how you pronounce it, and the harissa sauce. Got lentils. Got the baba ganoush, and I think that's it. Yeah.
And how do your taste buds feel about all that on a scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 10, I would go with like a 7. There were some redeeming qualities in some of the items. Like I liked the Brussels slaw, that was really good, and the sauces were really good, and the lentil soup. But the other stuff, it was missing some flavor. I'm not sure if it was salt or maybe some lime, some spice or seasoning, but it was okay. But yeah, lentils was the best thing.
And how do you feel about the atmosphere displays?
The atmosphere is really chill. I love the blue and white kind of aesthetic that we have here. I love the modern, hence Maya's Modern Mediterranean. It's like a modern feel on the wall. And I like that it's just kind of open. It's not like overly crowded. There's plenty of seating. So it's nice.
Okay.
The number, 9. 9 out of 10.
I really like this place. I've been here before. I would recommend anybody that's walking at White Rock or cycling at White Rock to come here. It's a perfect after exercise place to come. You get really good food. It's just a really nice, relaxed atmosphere here. I love it. I'm going to give it a 9.
And what would you rate this atmosphere on a scale of 1 to 10?
10. The atmosphere is absolutely amazing.
I like it. It's not anything fancy. Because it's all one long room, it gets a little loud, I think. But they have music going, but it's not very, very loud. You can just barely hear it. I would say the atmosphere is 9. It's comfortable.
I give the atmosphere a 8. I mean, it's a counter order tables. I mean, it's but for what it is, I'd probably give it an 8.
Okay. Now let's just acknowledge the shout out for the sisters having matching merch.
Oh yeah, this was my birthday present from her. I bought that one.
Yeah.
And you gave me this one. So now we can match.
And what would you rate the atmosphere of this place?
I like it. It's comfortable. The temperature is good. The music it's good. It's not too loud. The lighting, you can actually see your food. Yeah.
Is that a diss at Alamo Draft House where you can see your food?
Maybe.
Okay. What was the number for it again?
Oh, I mean, I don't have any complaints, so I guess 10.
And what do you feel about the atmosphere of this place on a scale of 1 to 10? Like the decor, the lighting, how it makes you feel? What number does it give us?
It feels like I'm chilling on the Amalfi Coast. I'm in this nice little spot. It's kind of overlooking the sea, but it's not. But since I'm facing the wall, I don't know that. Music is kind of low. It's a vibe. The tables are simple. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's like just right temperature. The drink machine's really cool. They got like a water machine. I love water, so. The people are really cool. So on a 1 to 10, you said?
Yeah.
I give it an 8. Like there could be some more things, but no, I'll give it a 10. I'll give it a 10 because for what it is, it serves its purpose. You can sit and eat. It's not too loud. It's not too crazy. There's no reverberation of sounds.
A 9. Like they have music in the background, but it's not super loud, which I'm grateful for because usually you can't talk to people and with that blaring in the background. So I like it, and it's quaint. It's cute.
What's up, Veggie Outers? I take it you're enjoying the review or content you're watching right now. But a frequent question I always get is, Elijah, where can I get some Veggie Outers merch? Because I see you rocking it all the time and I want some of my own. I'm glad to say that you can actually get the merch on our website. Just go to www.theveggieouters.com, click on products, and click on merch. There you'll see a variety of shirts, hoodies, and tank tops that you can pick from. And we have 2 different designs on our merch that you can pick from. So if you want to help move the notion forward of convincing people that it's legal to be plant-based in all 50 states of America, go to www.theveggieouters.com and get your merch today. Now, back to the video. And how about the customer service?
Customer service is great. Everyone's really nice. Seems like they're really happy to have us here. And yeah, I've talked to 3 different people about all the different orders, and everyone has been really, really nice. And they've been coming here and they've been checking on us. So I would give the customer service a 10.
They've always been really friendly. And tonight, yeah, they're very friendly and very helpful. So I will give them a 10. This is one of my favorite places to come. Their food and the Israeli salad was absolutely amazing. There's perfect flavor. Yeah, this is one of my favorite places.
And how did that customer service stack up for you?
10 as well.
I think they do. I think they do. You know, a good job. There was a little mix-up on my order, but then I changed my mind while I was talking to her, and I think I got myself confused and her confused. But still, I'll go ahead and say, and they brought out our food for us, and they were, you know, I'll say 9.
I'd give them a 10. I mean, again, it's a counter order place, but they have seemed to be very nice and with people ordering extra things, and just enough. It doesn't seem to fluster them at all with this many people.
I was pretty happy with it. Say maybe an 8. The only thing that maybe I think they could improve on is giving everyone like a number card so they knew what food was going to who, because there was a little bit of who ordered this that went on. But I mean, overall, it was still very good.
That's fair feedback. They can see this and maybe make that adjustment.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say a 10 as well. Service is a lost art. But Alenka, there's Alenka, there's Annika, Alenka, Annika, and Melvin were the ones I dealt with. Thank you. That I dealt with immediately, and like, they were so good at what they did. They gave recommendations. They asked questions. Like, they served us. They worked for that tip that you get before you even know what the service is you're gonna get. And when you started recording these interviews, they threw away your cauliflower, and they were nice enough to get you more for free. So, overall review of this place, I would say if you haven't made it out here yet, I drove from North Fort Worth, actually the Boondocks, there's cows in my backyard, all the way out here to Garland to try this out. And I'm not even fully vegan, but after this, I might just be.
I would go with a 10. It's kind of self-serve. You just go up to order. You get your own utensils and your own drink. But they're friendly and they, answer your questions.
And how about that price?
The price was really decent as well. I was a little surprised because a lot of places nowadays are very expensive. I wouldn't say the bowl had a lot of food. I kind of expected there to be more, but the price was pretty low. So I think comparatively it's probably fair, the amount that was on my bowl for the price that I paid. And then the sides, that soup, it was only $5, and I felt like it was pretty filling. So price-wise, value-wise, I would give that a 9 out of 10.
I'll give it a 9. I think it's really reasonably priced for the amount of food you get, because most places will give you a little bit of falafel like that, maybe 3 pieces, and these are like this big. And so price-wise, yeah, like a 9 to 10.
That's an example of what she's talking about.
Yeah, normally it's half that.
Yeah. And as far as the price goes, what are your feelings on that?
10 as well. Oh my God, simply amazing, because the plate was only like $12, something like that.
The price, I think it's fair. I think the price for what you get is good. I'll say for vegan food, you're used to paying a lot. I'm going to go ahead and say 10. I think it's a good price.
It's comparable to any other place I've been, so I'll give them a 8. I'm not going to give anybody with the prices they are now a 10.
I used to be rough on the prices,
but yeah, it's comparable. It's not outrageously expensive.
I thought the price was very reasonable, so 9.
I'm gonna say a 10. It's perfectly priced. I didn't even break a $20 bill with the tip, and so most places are overcharging for under delivering. So I'd say this place is a 10 on the price, 10 on the atmosphere, 10 on the service, and 10 on the food.
Okay. So that's a perfect score.
I like perfect scores.
It seemed very standard, so I'll just give it a 10. Like, we got all of that and a beer for like $53, so I think that's a pretty great price.
Okay, Veggie Outers. So what I got 2 servings of the fried cauliflower wings and the air baked fries. I'm going to, this might be a little controversial, I'm going to give it a 6. Mainly because it was kind of undercooked. The fries were awesome, but the wings were undercooked, and I was just expecting more. I would give them a 5, but I'm giving them an extra point because I don't feel like my stomach burning afterwards since they didn't fry it, so that's a plus. As far as the atmosphere, I'm going to give this place an 8.5, mainly because I think the music is at the right level and it has an interesting decor. It's not the best I've seen, but there's nothing wrong with it. Customer service, another hot take, I'm gonna give them a 7 because they brought our food out extremely fast, that's good. And they paid attention to us, that's great. I'm not a fan of us going up there and placing our orders instead of them coming out, actually serving us. And a lot of people don't realize this, but that plays a role in the tip. Like, you're tipping them before they've actually served you. It's no different from a to-go scenario. So that's the reason they're getting a 7. As far as the price, I'm gonna give them an 8. For what I got and how long I'm gonna stay full, I don't think it was overall worth it, but it's because I got cauliflower and I knew what I was getting into, because cauliflower is a light food. So I'm gonna take some of the load there. That's partially my fault. But it is a little pricey given what I'm paying for. I paid like $18. But with that being said, stay tuned for the next review. And don't forget to join our Facebook group. We can learn more about what we got going on. I'll catch y'all later.
Something dumplings, I don't know. Kafta, something with a
Okay.
It's the vegetable dumplings with spinach. And I didn't put it on top of my rice because I like the rice by itself. So anyway. So I had to look. That's good. It's not, and I don't like spice. I don't like too much spice, and it's like I said mild, and it's mild.
So we'll see.
That's an ambiguous face.
No, I'm waiting for the spice to work. It's spicy, and I like it.
Hello, my name is Elijah Blau, and I've been a vegan for over 10 years. In 2016, the Veggie Outers was formed to help more people consume more plant-based foods and get access to education and resources. We've since evolved into reviewing the restaurants that we pay a visit, based on the price, the atmosphere, customer service, and the food. We don't forget to have some fun in the process though. Join us in yet another review where we go to a restaurant and give the food a try.
I give the review, I give my food like a 10, like...
The atmosphere, I'll give it a 9. It has really good vibes.
The ambience was good, and you know, when you're around good people, you know, you can't put a number on that, right?
Right.
All right, give it up. Okay.
The food was
I ordered a stir fry, and it's pretty good. I would probably give it a 7 or 8.
Atmosphere, I would say, 7 Jews, especially with the patio.
Sup, Veggie Outers. We're getting ready to do a review on the Indian Bistro based on their food, customer service, atmosphere, and the price. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, Jed, what did you get on the menu? If you can't pronounce it, feel free to describe it.
I got the version of the mixed fried veggies.
Okay. And what does that earn on a scale of 1 to 10 on the
10.
food?
Oh, food 10. Absolutely amazing.
And I'm guessing that'll be taken home.
Absolutely. I just asked for a box.
So, what's your name?
Alicia Jones.
Okay. Are you a vegan?
Of course.
All right. What did you get on the menu today?
I got the assorted veggies.
And what would your taste buds rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would say I would rate it a 10.
So what's your name?
Sherman Jones.
Okay. And are you a vegan?
I am not.
Okay. What did you get on the menu today?
I got a vegetable biryani. It's kind of like it's kind of like a fried rice of the Indian biryani family. So it has like bell peppers or sweet peppers, whichever way you want to call it. Plus it has it comes with a side of peppers that you put on it, and they're kind of on the spicy side. But it's very tastefully done. It reminds you of a biryani that has vegetable instead of meat. Really good. Really, really good. Although I'm not a vegan, I enjoy vegan food very much.
Okay. And you gave a description of the experience. What would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
I want to go somewhere else. The food, well, the food was phenomenal. It was really, really good. And I've tried, several people gave me some of their stuff, and it was really nice. I think I'll stick with a 9.8.
Okay. And,
no, you know what? I'll give them a 10 because it was so much food I couldn't even eat it all.
Yeah, never too much is a good thing in this case.
That's exactly what I was thinking, yeah. It was too much food.
Okay, so Mike, what did you get on the menu today?
Oh crap, what did I get?
If you can't pronounce it, because some of them are hard to pronounce, feel free to describe it.
Okay, I got I think it's called aloe mutar. It has mushrooms, potatoes, peas, and the sauce. So, yeah. Rated on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, what would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
It was very tasty. I got it hot, and you're gonna roast me in the comments for this, but it was too hot for me, and that never happens. Yes, I was. My lips were quivering. My nose was running. I was about to cry. I mean, usually I can handle the spices at the restaurants around here at hot level, but when they say hot, they mean hot. So yeah. But I got. Is this like light, medium, and hot? I just got hot. But you can also get Indian hot, but I didn't get Indian hot. I just got hot, and I still thought it was pretty spicy. So, but it still tasted really good. It was really tasty. I also ordered some bread on the side, and it came with rice. And the rice had a lot of seasonings on there, so it was pretty tasty rice. So I would give it a 9 because it's not their fault that it was so hot. It's my fault.
So Lynn, what did you get on the menu today?
We think it's palak kofta. It's the vegetable dumplings in a spinach sauce.
Okay. And what would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would rate it. I'll rate it a 10. I mean, it was very good. I finished it all. I scraped the plate. So
you know, What did you get for food today?
I got the same thing that Lynn got, which is the whatever. What did you say? Something kofta, kofta, vegetable dumplings with creamy spinach sauce, and I had the halva for dessert.
Okay. And what does that get you, or what do you give on a scale of 1 to 10 food-wise?
I have got to give it a 10 because there was nothing wrong with any of it. It's so much food. I've got at least 2 more meals to take home because I saved room for dessert, but it's a huge amount of food. And another thing I forgot to say about the food is I like the fact that when they say the food is mild, it's actually mild, not mild as compared to hot, but actually mild. So I asked for mild. Sorry, and it was just perfect the way I like it. Good flavorful spices, but not the hot ones. So yeah, 10.
What's your name?
My name is Damon Martin.
Okay. And are you a vegan or not?
I am a vegan.
Okay.
I forgot how many years because they say if you count, then you're not really vegan. So it's been a long time.
What did you get on the menu? Or if you can't pronounce it, feel free to describe it.
Yeah, I got some veggie samosas and bindi masala, which is okra.
Okay. What were your taste buds rate on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd say it's about like a 7.5 or 8. I actually live not too far from here, so I've had it several times. And several of the other items. I was just in the mood for that one. Oh, I'll go 7.5. And only because I've had better, but it was really good.
So, what did you get on the menu today?
I got the samosas as an appetizer, and then I got the chana masala Punjabi for the entree, and I got halwa for dessert.
Okay. And what does that earn on a scale of 1 to 10 with your taste buds rate?
I would say, 10. Everything was really good. The samosas, the texture, first of all, they're very big, but also the texture was great. The pastry is flaky. The entree was very good. I got hot, which was hot, but that's what I wanted. It was good. And the dessert was, it was sweet, but not too sweet. It was very good.
Okay, Lucia. So, what did you get on the menu today?
I got the aloo and mushroom mutter. I forgot. I rehearsed and everything. Same thing that Mike got as well, with a side of paratha bread.
Okay. And what does that earn on a scale of 1 to 10?
10. I loved it.
You didn't have to think about it.
I didn't have to think about it. There's mild, medium, and spicy or hot level, and they were saying that there was a secret Indian hot level, and I said, "Get me that one," and she's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yes," and that was great.
And what do you think about the atmosphere of this place?
The atmosphere was absolutely amazing as well. Of course, we like our lights. It's a nice added to the ambiance. It's really nice.
And what do you think about the atmosphere of this place? Like the visual decor, how it makes you feel? What would that get number-wise?
I would give it a 10. I love the decorations. I love how they have several sections of the restaurant where you can have like a private party or outing. You're not all out in the open. You're really off to yourself for your group. And the decorations is just really nice. The lighting is good. It's a really nice place and it's clean.
You know, I love the decor. I'm originally from Palm Beach County, Florida, so I'm used to seeing nice places and nice things. This is really nice. It has a sense of very calm, reserved. You could bring your children here, or you could have a business event here. It reminds me of a place where you could do several things. You could bring your family, you could bring someone if you're single, come here on a date. It really has a lot of sides that you could really come into this place and enjoy it. You could come here just for lunch, it looks like. I'm gonna go with 10 for The step. Yeah, I would give this a 10. Yeah.
I would probably give the atmosphere a 6. I mean, I like that we're in our own space here, but it doesn't really pop out that much. And there's just kind of like empty glasses over there, and it, I don't know, it just kind of doesn't seem like that like restaurant vibe really. So yeah, 6.
And what would you rate the atmosphere in this place?
I'd give the atmosphere, the room we're in, I'd probably give an 7. It looks like the rest of the restaurant might be a little bit fancier than it is in here, because we've got the place where they've got dirty dishes. I mean, just dishes and extra dishes and stuff.
I'll say a 9. I actually didn't notice till I heard Lynn say it, but we are in the room with the dirty dish. But
I don't think they're dirty. I think it's just a storage place.
But I like these candles.
Oh yeah, I meant to mention.
I really, or not candles, but little light things. Those that really add to the ambiance. I like it. So I'll say 9 and it's pretty. They've decorated it nicely.
I'll go 7.
I would say like maybe 8. It's like fun and comfortable. Yeah.
I would say an 8. The only thing that they could do better is instead of like a gray paint, they could do something warmer. And they have like 7,000 Kelvin lighting on, which should be warmer, like a 5,000, maybe a 4,000. So yeah, but the decor is really cute, and the doors are nice and pretty, and they have like a extra seating over here, just kind of private for us, which was nice.
What's up, Veggie Outers? I take it you're enjoying the review or content you're watching right now. But a frequent question I always get is, Elijah, where can I get some Veggie Outers merch? Because I see you rocking it all the time and I want some of my own. I'm glad to say that you can actually get the merch on our website. Just go to www.theveggie.com, click on products, and click on merch. There you'll see a variety of shirts, hoodies, and tank tops that you can pick from. And we have 2 different designs on our merch that you can pick from. So if you want to help move the notion forward of convincing people that it's legal to be plant-based in all 50 states of America, go to www.theveggie.com and get your merch today. Now, back to the video. And how do you feel about that customer service?
It's a little different, but not a 10. I would say a firm 7, a good 7.
Okay. Do you have any additional comments on why they get a 7?
I think it's just a breakdown in maybe the language barrier, because I asked for something specific and I still haven't received the answer. All I wanted to know is if they had tofu. No one's answered me yet, and so maybe that's why I chose the 7. But overall, I've just enjoyed the meal, the evening, the group, everything. It was really nice.
I would give customer service a 10. They were very attentive. They came to ask you if you needed anything. They were right there. They didn't just put you in a corner and just leave you on your own. So I give customer service a 10.
Okay. And how about the customer service? How well did they take care of us on scale?
Okay, now if I have to drop a number, I'm gonna say that's a 9. It's not bad. It's just I have to go with a 9. Not that they were poor at all. It's just that.
Not perfect.
Yeah, you know, they I believe you always could grow.
Customer service was great. I'd give it a 10. They had 2 or 3 servers come and check on us. We're a large group. They got all of our orders right, so they had a lot to deal with. So it was good. The robot thing is a little bit weird. I mean, I can see how it can help them in not having to carry everything, but it's pretty useless in terms of going to the person it's supposed to go to. Maybe it's not supposed to, but it's just weird. I appreciate the Halloween music that it's playing as it navigates, but it's also kind of weird. So, but in terms of themselves, I give them a 10.
I'll give them a 10 on that. They did a really good job.
Customer service, I will say 9. They have a robot here, but it's this robot worked out better than at the green papaya, because this robot basically just made it easier for the wait staff not to have to carry everything. The robot just rolled it out and the wait staff handed it out, so that works better. Although I was telling them the sound of it coming up behind me and the beep, boop, beep, beep was a little bit unnerving, but yeah, I know, Halloween, this robot sound coming up behind me. I watched too much sci-fi. I wanted to whip out my ray gun and turn around, but yeah, it's all right. The robot works out better here, the way they use it. So what did I say for talking about customer service? Yeah, 9.
Yeah, no, I give it a 9. There's no issue with it at all.
I would say that's a 10. Like, they were always available for us. They answered questions, got everything within a reasonable amount of time, I think. So.
And how about that customer service?
10 for sure. I mean, even though we were kind of separated from the restaurant, they always came by, made sure we got stuff, gave us the refills, boxes, and they used the robot well. Like, it wasn't to replace them. They just like used it to bring the food over.
And what would you rate the price on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, absolutely phenomenal. I think maybe $8 for $8.99 and then $4.99. So you can't beat that. So that's a no-brainer. It's really good.
So it gives a 10 for price?
Absolutely.
I would say a 10. Everything was priced just right. It was priced just right. And I didn't look at anything on the menu, like what are they talking about? No, everything was priced just right.
Well, I guess that's a 10. Is that a 10? Yeah, it's right in there. Because you still had things in there that were, I was shocked to see $2 in 2024. $2.99 in 2024? Now, of course, it wasn't something major, but I'm still shocked to see something for $3 in 2024.
Right.
And then most of their pricing was around, I guess, what, $9 to $11. Yeah, I would say the price is a 10.
And how about the price?
And the price, I'm giving them a 10 because that was very, very reasonable for the amount of food you got.
10 because I mean I probably got 3 meals out of 12. No, once you add on the dessert, I don't know, $15, $16, whatever. Yeah, it's a 10.
Prices were really good. I'd say that's a 10.
And how about the price?
10. Like, it's cheap in comparison to other places. Like, it was $12 for my entree, which is unbelievable for vegan stuff.
So that's perfect.
Yeah. Well, other than the atmosphere, just because of the lighting and the paint, but yeah.
Okay, Veggie Outers, so I'm gonna flash a picture on the screen because I'm not even gonna try and pronounce what I got. But it basically had chickpeas, rice, some sauce, and bread, as you can see on the screen. I thought it was actually pretty good, and I was expecting not to be full. I was kind of prepared, maybe I was ready to go get something to eat after this to be full, but I actually am full. So I'm gonna give the food a 10. I like the fact that they can accommodate people who love spice as well as people who are spice wimps like me, because I got no spice and it was not spicy. As far as the atmosphere, I'm gonna give the atmosphere 8. I think that the decor is nice. These little lights that they have is nice. Where we're at, there is some visual things that are a little disturbing to some people, like the dishes in the back, but it doesn't take away from it hugely, so I'm gonna give it an 8. Customer service. So if y'all remember the last time we encountered a robot at a restaurant, no one really liked it. They handled their robot much better, but me personally, I would rather see the robot gone. I'm just not a fan of robot servers. It was kind of like a hybrid. So the robot came out and brought the food, but people came out and distributed the food. To me, it's kind of like, why not just have the people on their own, not deal with the robot in general? So I'm gonna give them a 7 because it was functional. We didn't have any accidents like the last time we had a robot server, but in general, I don't want a robot server, or I want a choice between picking humans or picking the robot. As far as the price goes, I'm gonna give them a 10 because everything was economical. My guess is a lot of Asian food restaurants and Indian restaurants have better export-import deals with where they're getting their food from. That allows them to charge us less, the customer, and it really works out. I end up paying like $18, but for the amount of food I got and the fact that I'm full, I would say it's fully worth it. But with that being said, that concludes this review from the Veggie Outers. Stay tuned for the next one, and I'll catch you on the next video. Hello, my name is Elijah Blau, and I've been a vegan for over 10 years. In 2016, the Veggie Outers was formed to help more people consume more plant-based foods and get access to education and resources. We've since evolved into reviewing the restaurants that we pay a visit, based on the price, the atmosphere, customer service, and the food. We don't forget to have some fun in the process though. Join us in yet another review where we go to a restaurant and give the food a try.
Alright, so atmosphere is really good.
Food on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say 7.
Service? There is no service.
Yeah, so I think the food was really good.
They give you they include the free they include the drink if you buy a meal. So honestly, that's pretty good. You can't get that in many places. So I would say 8.
The pork was very good. I loved the seasoning and the texture. The mac and cheese.
What's up, Veggie Outers? This is Elijah here, and we're coming at you with another review, this time on the Vita Cafe. We're going to be rating them based on the customer service, the atmosphere, the food, and the price. So let's get into it. So, Mr. Jones.
Hello.
So, what did you get on the menu today?
I got a spicy chicken fettuccine.
And what does that earn on a scale of 1 to 10 for you, food?
I would say
1 to 10. Food.
I'm gonna say maybe a 7.
Wow.
What's your name, girl?
Austin Jones.
Austin? Now, are you a vegan or not a vegan?
Not a vegan.
What did you get on the menu today?
I got chocolate chip pancakes.
Sounds tasty.
They were alright.
Were they actually tasty on a scale of 1 to 10? What would you give them?
I would say like they were a 6. They weren't like the worst, but they weren't the best.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Alicia, what did you get on the menu today?
I got the chicken Parmesan, I think it was. And it's the one with the pasta, because you have one with the broccoli, but I got the one with the pasta.
What do your taste buds rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would rate it a 9. A 9.
So, Lucia, what did you get on the menu today?
I got the chicken Alfredo pasta, the pasta salad, and garlic bread. I have yet to get the last 2. I've only had my entree for the Alfredo pasta.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Well, what would you rate the food that you've eaten so far on a scale of 1 to 10?
So the food is actually good. I would give it an 8.
What did you get on the menu today?
As an appetizer, I ordered the eggplant chimichurri. They were out of eggplant, so they made chicken chimichurri, and it was delicious. And for an entree, I got the chicken garlic Alfredo.
Okay. What does that earn on a scale of 1 to 10?
So, the chicken chimichurri, 10. The pasta, I would give it closer to a 7. It's just, I don't know, it could use a little more flavor, maybe.
So does that average out to be like an 8.5 between both of them?
Yeah, that sounds, yeah.
I got the pink potato salad, and I also got the masala pasta. Well, the potato salad was absolutely delicious. It's the best potato salad I ever had. They had put beets in it to make it pink. It was fresh, So that was amazing. I would give that 11 out of 10 on its own. But the masala pasta was just average. The chicken was just okay. I think they probably either used seitan or maybe soy, but it wasn't anything stand out. And it wasn't really, the spice level wasn't really a lot. And my best friend is Sicilian, and him and his mom would always cook for me, like authentic Italian food. So I'm kind of a little bit of a snob. So all that factored in, I would probably give it I'll give it a 7.5. It was good. It was good. It wasn't great, but I would come back.
So, Lynn, what did you get on the menu today?
I got the masala pasta.
And what does that earn on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would give it a 9. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever eaten. So I'll give it a 9.
What did you get on the menu today?
I ordered a pesto panini with arugula, and I would rate it a 10 out of 10. It was very, very delicious. Kind of reminded me of a flatbread pizza. And so it was, and then the gift came with a side of vegetables. Yes, it was excellent. It was worth the wait. A long wait, but worth the wait indeed.
Okay, Jeanette. So what did you get on the menu today?
The meatball panini and the potatoes and vegetables.
All right. What does that earn on a scale of 1 to 10?
A 10. I gave it a 10. It was amazing.
So, okay, what did you get on the menu? Like, what's that called?
I got the lemon piccata. I got the lemon piccata, yes, with like a butter sauce.
Okay. And what would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would rate it like a 7. I was hoping for a little more sauce. Like I'm really like a sauce person, and it's not enough sauce for me, especially for it to be pasta.
Right.
And then if I go if you go to like other Italian restaurants, they're really heavy on the sauce. So I was hoping for more sauce, but so I would say maybe a 7. It tastes the chicken patty portion. I actually requested that to be breaded because it's not usually breaded, and that's pretty good. But the pasta is also a little bland. So I would rate it about a 7.
So, Robert, what did you get on the menu today?
I had the pesto panini and the sauteed vegetables.
And what does that earn on a scale of 1 to 10?
You know, I'd probably give it an 8.5 or a 9. The panini could have had more filling, like probably more arugula. It was kind of flat, but it was delicious. The flavor was a 10.
So,
what did you get on the menu today?
I got the lemon piccata pasta, and I also had that dessert with the ice cream and espresso. I forget what it's called. And I had a slice of the bread that came like really late. But you know, we all grabbed the bread as soon as it hit the table. So. But yeah, those are the things I had.
Okay. I think the empty plate and the speed speaks for itself. But still, what would you give that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I will give everything I ate a 10. I loved everything. I could come back for that pasta again. It would probably take a while for me to get sick of that and order something else because that was really good.
So, G, what did you get on the menu today?
I got Alfredo pasta.
What would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would say 10 out of 10. I wish the portion was a little bit bigger, but I'll say the free wine and the free bread complements it. So. It's 10 out of 10.
So the atmosphere is like, what number-wise, what would that be? Like just the
atmosphere by itself, I'm gonna say, I would say a 7. They're okay. The people are sweet. They came out and spoke to us multiple times. So the atmosphere is okay. It's just, it's kind of the ambiance right through here. Is it's missing a few lights. I'm going to say that.
Yeah, what would you rate the atmosphere of this place? Like the visual decor, how it makes you feel on a scale of 1 to 10?
I like the visuals. I like it's kind of like girly, but I like the flowers and stuff. It looks like aesthetically pleasing. Although I will be honest, it's kind of loud. And I'm kind of a quiet person.
Okay. So number-wise, what would you give it? Like a 7?
Like a 7, yeah.
All things included.
I love the atmosphere. I love the colors. The hot pink is my favorite color. The lighting is a little off. On that side of the restaurant, it's lit, but on this side of the restaurant, it's pretty dark, dim, and we could have used some lighting on this side of the restaurant. But other than that, it's good. I would say 8.
Probably the lowest I've rated anything. I'm gonna go with a 5. Like the lights don't work, so we're kind of stuck in the dark over here. Yeah.
I like the atmosphere. The only thing I would say is it's super dark here, and so I want to be able to see what I'm eating. That was more a problem for those folks, but still.
So number-wise, what would you give them?
I would say that would be an 8.
The atmosphere is nice. There's a lot of, like, it's very pink, and there's a lot of cool kind of like decor, like the whole light aspect. It's a little dark over here though. Like I wish there was more lights above our table. So overall, I'd give it a 8.
I'll give their atmosphere a 10. I think it's a really nice, nicely decorated little seating area over there. It's very nice.
And what would you rate the atmosphere in this place? The decor, how it makes you feel, on a scale of 1 to 10?
10. Very beautiful.
And what would you give the atmosphere in this place? On a scale of 1 to 10?
A 10. I love Vita. I love Vita. The atmosphere is beautiful, so I would say atmosphere is like maybe a 9. I'm surprised that they're not like playing like some kind of music. I don't think I've heard music the whole time I've been here.
Were they playing music the last time we were here? I don't remember.
They were, yeah, they were.
So that's what's different. I just thought it was different.
Yeah, because I would say the ambience would feel a little less chaotic to me if they had like nice music playing in the background. So, yeah.
It's cute. It may not be my taste, but I'm very comfortable in it. So I got to give it a number, right?
Yeah.
Maybe an 8.
I really like the decoration. I think it's really pretty. I like these little cat beds back here. I like how comfy it is. But I have to say that as a group, the fact that we have the end of the table is dark as anything. It's not really set up for a lot of people here, and there's lights here, but they're not on, and I don't know why. So I'm going to knock off a little for that because it really wasn't conducive to a big group, but it's pretty. So I'll say 8.
I like the decoration. Like it's very like they have a lot of flowers and whatnot. I'll say 10 out of 10.
Hello, Veggie Outers. Hopefully you're enjoying the review that you're watching right now. I should mention that this review is sponsored by myself. See, many of y'all know that I'm a YouTuber and also a content creator. I have 3 YouTube channels. One is called Financial Anatomy, the other is The Side Hustler Society, and the final one is a podcast for the Side Hustler Society. And I'm deciding to bring something back called Financial Freedom Fridays. This is a show where I take a topic and go in depth into how you make money with it. Then I have a general Q&A in general at the end. So if you have any questions in regards to content creation, YouTube, or finance, click on the link in the description to see when the next Financial Freedom Friday live stream is happening. You can ask any questions you want in the chat, or if you want to, you can even come on the show and ask them live. With that being said, let's get back to the video. Okay, and the customer service, you gave the number.
Oh yeah, the customer service is good if you're referring to this young lady here. It's good.
We're referring to the whole thing. So
Oh, no. Well, then I'm going to go back down to 6.
I think this young lady is really doing really well. I can't speak for the rest of the staff, but I think she's doing great. So I would give it a 7 for her.
The customer service is good. It just seemed like they could have used maybe more people serving. I think they had one person doing all the serving, but she was really nice. So the customer service, I would say, is a 10. Although the food is good, and although the waitress was very friendly, they have to do a better job getting us our food, getting the customers food. in a timely manner. We waited more than an hour to get our food, and I don't know if they're making food to order. And if they're gonna make food to order, they should like really let people know, hey, we're making food to order. But this is cooked food, so there's no reason why the service couldn't have been faster. So they need to really do a better job on bringing people their food faster. And if I had to give it a 1 to 10, it would have to be a 3. A 3.
So you gave customer service a 10, and you just said 3. So like,
yes.
In the middle, would it be like a 6 or 7?
Well, if we were including service along with, I just feel like taking points from my waitress. I don't think it's fair to take points from what she did, because she did the best she could do and she was very friendly. Okay. But I don't want to take away her points, because it's not her fault that the kitchen was very slow. But if you're going to group that together, then I would say a 5.
Okay. What would you rate the customer service?
I would say I'm gonna be somewhat kind, a 7. I don't think they were prepared to serve like 20 people for one waiter. So I think that's just an oversight on the business, not necessarily the waiter themselves. So, but they are trying.
Customer service, I would say, I would still rate it pretty high. It was 8. There was quite a lot of wait time, but there's only one server and we're a very large party. I can kind of understand that. They ran out of some stuff, but I don't know. Again, we are a large party.
Oh, I would give, what's her name? Sabrina, our waitress, 11 out of 10. She's great. Can I do that, or no? I'll just say 10. She's been coming out and...
You said her specifically 10, but what about the overall experience, including how long to take a picture with you?
Oh, well, that's a good point, because they've ran out of a lot of ingredients, and I guess they're just not prepared for this large of a group to come in on a given Saturday, but they've run out of a lot of stuff. Like they ran out of the cheese sticks and the ham. They had espresso at the beginning. They don't have espresso anymore. And there's a handful of other things that they've run out of. So that kind of is a bummer. And then some people have been waiting longer for their food than others. But I feel like still she handled it very well. And she's been coming and giving updates and making announcements and making sure she gets everything right. So I wouldn't detract too many points for that. So I'll just say 9.5.
I'll give the customer service a 10.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I would call out Sabrina, our server. I want to say she was fantastic. Okay, so I would give her a 10. The only ding I would give, the food, the chef, my compliments to the chef. But I would just say that they ran out of quite a few things, and it was slow. It was slow to serve us, but again, worth the wait.
So that means it's all a 10 then?
I would say, well, customer service wise, 10. Customer service wise, 10.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, how about that customer service?
A 10. I am very happy today.
All right. Special shout out to our server, right?
Absolutely. She is Sabrina is making it happen. Amazing.
Well, I would give her a 9 because I feel like she's trying, and I want to show grace to her. So I feel like she's trying as best she can with a large party and the number of us that are here. So yes, I don't think she's gotten anybody's order wrong, which I think is a good thing too. And she can only work with what they have in the back. So I would give her a 9. So our server was amazing. I would absolutely, like Mike said, give her an 11 out of 10. One thing that she did really well, besides not getting any of our orders wrong, was constantly setting expectations so that we knew what was going on. I think that goes a long way to make the customers happy. I've been to enough of these things that I know how difficult it is for these small restaurants to take care of our group, and I thought she did a phenomenal job.
Well, she's been busting her behind. I'm not gonna rate customer service just on her because there's other people here in the back, and the fact that they were out of so many things is disappointing. But it's like not all on her. But I gotta say, Sabrina, is that her name? Sabrina has had an upbeat attitude that I would never have been able to maintain in a situation like this. So I would say 10 because of how great she is, but overall, because of things being run out, I'm gonna give another 8.
I'll say she was really energetic. The waitress, and I mean she was really busy. I mean I'll say 10 out of 10.
And what would you rate the price of this place?
That's another. Thank you. I'm gonna rate that another. The price. Let's go with 7.
No, I'm fine. I'll wait.
I would say like a 7 or 8. Like I feel like it's priced well. It's not. Yeah, it's priced well.
I don't know. You almost expect to pay a little more because it's vegan, but I feel like the pricing could have been a little different. Little pricey in terms of portion size. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give the pricing maybe a 7. I think for these prices, we could have got a little bit more food.
Honestly, I haven't even looked at the price yet because I haven't gotten my check. The price is a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what would you rate the price?
It was a little bit pricey. I would say maybe 7.
The price was all right. I think I paid 18 for the pasta and then 8 for the appetizer. So I would give the price 8.5.
Now, how about the price?
The price, more like Mike said, 8.5. I mean, it's not outrageously overpriced, but it's expensive like you expect vegan food to be.
Oh no, I would say 10. For the price point is good. Yes.
And how about the price?
Oh, a 10 out of 10.
So a perfect score.
Absolutely.
Everything is like
Absolutely.
I would say, to me, I feel like it's a little bit overpriced. So this was about maybe $18, and then the garlic bread that I ordered is like $8. So to me, I would say it's probably a bit overpriced. I would probably pay closer to maybe 15 for this, as opposed to closer to 20. So I would say it's a bit overpriced in my opinion.
So number-wise, what would that be?
That would be probably like a 7.
And what would you rate the price on a scale of 1 to 10?
Very fair. 10.
And what would you rate the price?
The price, I haven't paid yet. I think it's a little high, but it was really good. It's hard to decide. It's a little high, not crazy high, but I guess I'll say, well, I'll stick with my 8s, so I'll say 8 on the price too.
10 out of 10 just because we got free wine and free bread, so that complements the if the portion was a little smaller for me, or whatnot.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay. Sup, Veggie Outers. So now it's time for my review, but before we get into it, I do need to mention that because of the issues that we ran into at Vita Cafe, and concerns the long wait times, we actually ran out of recording room when we were recording the video reviews because I was having to jump around too much between people who got their food, people who didn't have their food, and eventually everyone did get their food, except for one person, which I'm going to get into. So there are 3 people that we managed to get video footage, but the audio glitched out. Those 3 people being Lisa, Monica, and Gregory. So if y'all listening, feel free to put y'all scores in the comment section of this video. But I do want to speak on what Lisa said, because she basically didn't get her food because it was taking so long. So she just decided to cancel the order. Now, when I talked to her about this, she essentially gave them a 1 in general. And even though I don't have footage of it, I am going to include that in the score, because if a wait time is so long that someone had to cancel their order, obviously you know something is wrong. But I am saying verbatim what she said. She couldn't believe that they were even still in business because of the whole situation, the issue with the lights, people sitting in almost pitch blackness, the wait time, in her case, it being so long she had to cancel the order, the service and them being out of numerous things. I mean, when the meetup first started, they came out and said that they're out of ham and they're out of select beverages. And as the evening went on, they just kept running out of stuff, like running out of coffee. And she thought that was highly inappropriate, and all that contributed to her score of 1. So with that being said, here's my review. So I got the meaty panani, I believe that's how you pronounce it. And it really reminded me of this Subway sandwich I got back when I used to eat meat in high school. It was like a spaghetti, not spaghetti, but like meatball inside a baguette with cheese on it. And it really reminded me of that, except it didn't necessarily have any cheese on it, but I was getting flashbacks from my cross country days in high school. So I would give that actually a 10, but here's the problem. They came with some bland ass hash browns that didn't have any seasoning on it, and it wasn't even just my opinion. Another veggie outer, G, asked when he saw the hash browns weren't touched, he asked if he could have them. I said, feel free, but they're not seasoned. He tried some of it. He said, yeah, this is pretty bland. So I would give that a 5. So all that combines to be a 7.5 for the food. As far as the atmosphere, we've never encountered a situation where we've been sitting in the just pitch blackness. At least half of us, y'all saw during the review. That's why on some of the reviews, a filter's over it that makes the screen brighter. It's so you can see them. So the atmosphere in general, it is very eclectic, interesting interior design, probably paints a quote-unquote romantic theme. So I think the place is well designed, but eating in pitch blackness, that's going to minus from the atmosphere. So I would probably give them an 8 normally, because pink is not really my color, but that's just the color they chose. But since they had the whole thing with the lights that they couldn't fix, I'm going to give them a 5. As far as customer service, so I have a unique perspective on this. Since I was having to do so much recording, there's certain things that I missed out on. For instance, they did try and make up in some ways. So there's free bread that's brought to the table, and Veggie Outers of this meat were very stingy. None of y'all thought of me at all. I mean, that's messed up. But yeah, as soon as the bread hit the scene, it was gone. And I didn't even get a chance to try the quote-unquote bread and butter because I was too busy recording. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't have. The recording would have been finished. Then I would have got a chance to try that. That was the case with a few things. All that stems from them taking way too long to bring the food out. Another thing is running out of food. That's a no-no. I mean, I don't know what else to say. They just kept running out of food. They have a serious inventory problem that they need to work out. There's a saving grace. Our server, her name was Sabrina, I believe. She was awesome. So she's kind of really raising the score for me because she really handled the big crowd that we were as well as she could. So I would normally give them like a 1. But just because of her, I'm going to boost it up to a 4. As far as the price, it was kind of expensive for what you got, but I knew that going in. I'm going to give them a 7 because I've seen better priced restaurants, but I've also seen worse priced restaurants. But that concludes this review. Let me know your thoughts, whether you were at the meetup or whether you were not. I'm real interested to hear. I know some people watching this review, they're kind of like, my gosh, we've never seen a review like this. It's memorable for all the wrong reasons. Let's talk about it in the comment section below. And don't forget to go to the www.theveggieouters.com to keep tabs on when our next meetup will be. And I will catch you at the next meetup.